If a survivor escapes alive, that's a win for the survivor. If the killer kills a survivor, that's a win for the killer. The survivors, in terms of MMR, are playing one game at a time. It's them versus the killer, and that's how we look at it. We ignore the other survivors in the match for that one survivor's random. And the killer is playing 4 games at once, one against each of the survivors. So at the end of the match, it looks at their various MMRs, and it goes, all right, killer killed this many survivors escaped, and then it does its fancy math and adjusts the numbers all up and down based off of that.
Would it be possible to change the SBMM system to be more skill-based and not based on kills and escapes?
But there's a common misconception that by using just kills and escapes to adjust your MMR, it's ignoring skill in the game. This isn't the truth, though. This is false. Kills and escapes are proxies for skill. Kills and escapes are proxies for skill. In that skilled play inherently leads to kills or escapes. Think about sports, and I'll use hockey as an example because I'm Canadian. You wouldn't say they only count wins when placing teams in the standings, but they should also count shots on goal too. A more skilled player takes more shots. And while that's certainly true, it's important to remember that shots lead to goals, which lead to wins. So you can kind of cut the middleman out there. And that's the key, right? Skilled play leads to wins. If they don't, are they really skilled plays? Right? If your skilled play doesn't get you to win, was it really a skilled play in the first place? Everything leads to the same place in DBD, killing survivors or the survivors escaping alive. That's what MMR predicts.
Why don't hooks count towards your rating?
The thing with counting hooks is that you end up with weird cases that don't make sense when you take it to its extremes. Say you're a killer who hooked every survivor twice, but none of them died. If you count those hooks towards your rating, then you can easily end up in a situation where that scenario counts as a win, like moves you up the standings, but that feels weird. Did you really win? Should your rating go up and make you face stronger opponents even though all of the survivors got out alive? Probably not, right? That's like an obvious moment of like, it doesn't really compute. Kills and escapes are proxies for skill, in that skilled play inherently leads to kills or escapes.